steady now.
Carrion will pique your interest through its premise alone, a Metroidvania which reverses the role of a regular horror game, letting players become a mutated monstrosity that grows with every upgrade and leaves hapless scientists at your mercy. Phobia Game Studio clearly put a significant effort into this one, with its concept not just a mere gimmick, but the main thrust of the experience. And Carrion is at its best when it lets you live out your monstrous tendencies without much limit. And luckily, bar some mild irritations, this keeps the game fun, making it worth a go if the idea intrigues you. Taking the role of a tentacled monstrosity, Carrion sees you guiding this amorphous creature through an unknown facility, with a handful of human flashbacks and environmental storytelling, mostly feeding you narrative. As you work your way through the complex, you'll earn upgrades which both increase the size of the monster and gift new abilities. Eventually, you can shoot webbing through smaller gaps, control hapless NPCs, and smash through tougher objects. It's quite a sight, as the creature becomes physically larger as you slink around vents. You'll sometimes visit areas repeatedly, as new upgrades open hidden paths. These are worth exploring, as special upgrade tubes can be found to increase health and ability strength. Though things seem quite familiar on the surface, there's a key difference between other competing games in this now crowded genre. Being a tentacled creature, physics play a huge role in puzzle solving. Shooting webbing requires keen guidance to latch onto switches. Enemies ragdoll as you grab them, and environmental objects fly around the scene in a frenzied panic, letting you feel the power of this monster with giddy glee. Most scientists are hapless cannon fodder, replenishing health as you devour them. But tougher foes test your intellect too. They come bearing shields which repel your attacks, flamethrowers which require entering water to extinguish, and even full-blown mech suits. But these tests always have a devilish other side, as possessing humans allows you to wield this weaponry against them. Carrion is a hell of a lot of fun when it sticks to this anarchic, violent core, and this keeps the 10-hour game mostly compelling to its climax. But not everything is flawless, as a handful of annoyances chip away at the fun. Controlling the creature is sometimes easier said than done, especially once you start to grow bigger with upgrades. Puzzles which require precise movement, lest you suffer a death, prove trickier thanks to this rapid movement. While plentiful opportunities to save and restore health do ease this a bit, it's still frustrating. Due to the sheer number of abilities you gain, each are given to one of 3 different sized forms of the monster, and should you require an ability from the smallest form, but have full health, you often have to backtrack and find water sources to dispense some of your mass, which feels a bit tedious and takes away from the power trip high of the action parts, only worsened by a lack of a map, which also makes hub navigation more of a pain than it really needs to. Human flashbacks, while haunting due to their quiet nature, feel like forced breaks rather than a narrative necessity. But these don't come between the game's fun too often. While this pixel art isn't exactly a unique style, there's some cool touches nonetheless. The violence stands out, with gushing blood and decapitated bodies adding to the carnal combat. The environments don't always feel distinctive, though some benefit from moody colour palettes and effective lighting. Much like the game, the monster is the visual highlight, a disturbing concoction of tentacles sliding around the environment with breathless efficiency. The sound is a touch sparse, as there's no voice acting or, in fact, dialogue. But the atmospheric music often leaves you feeling creeped out, despite being the one in the position of power, and the harsh effects add impact to every smashed vent, every crushed human, and all your violent actions. Carrion isn't perfect, but when allowed to, the violent power fantasy proves utterly compelling. Puzzling is pretty consistent, combat is carnage personified, and the sense of growth, figuratively and literally, is very satisfying. Despite some issues with controls and level design, these frustrations aren't enough to ruin the power fantasy entirely. If you're looking for a unique take on explorative horror games, and don't mind putting a bit of work into it, this is well worth a go, if only to experience what it's like to be on the other side of a horror story.